Reporting live from Hyper Clubhouse in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson. It seems like the beef between Dr. Umar Johnson and multiple stand-up comedians from the Def Comedy Jam era is heating up. Last week, we reported Johnson calling out comedians Steve Harvey, Rickey, Smiley, and D.L. Hughley for getting paid to endorse the 2024 Democratic nominee, Kamala Harris. According to Johnson, he was offered $10,000 by Harris's team for an interview and accused those comedians and several other high-profile individuals have accepted payment to show their support for the vice president. Now, it didn't take long for Harvey to respond via his radio show, where he would tell his audience he would invite Harris on his show and endorse her free of charge. In addition, Harvey would say he's not supporting Kamala Harris for $10,000 and would imply that his fee is much larger than that. Harvey would reiterate those same talking points during a live discussion with Stephen A. Smith at InvestFest over the weekend in Atlanta.
I like Brother Umar, but he came at because he said Steve Harvey and Rickey Smiley being paid $10,000 to promote Kamala Harris. I took offense to that because I don't do shit for $10,000. And you're not finna mess my money up, putting it out there that my rate is now $10,000. Back off that shit, Brother Umar. You know good and hell well. I'm pulling for Kamala Harris because she is the better candidate of the two. Period. That's all I need to know.
Harvey's response would ignite another reaction from Johnson, who would take to Instagram Live in order to challenge Harvey, Smiley, and Hughley to a public debate. Johnson's purpose is to prove the Democratic Party doesn't have Black people's interests at heart. In addition to the comedians, Johnson would invite Roland Martin as well.
I want a television debate with Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, Rickey Smiley versus Dr. Umar Tunde. Is the Democratic Party the party of African people? Roland Martin can join in too. Somebody get Steve Harvey on the phone. Somebody get D.L. Hughley on the phone. Somebody get Rickey Smiley. Dr. Umar wants to come on y'all show and debate you 3-on-1. And if y'all need Roland to help you out, Roland can come too. We can make it 4-on-1. Steve Harvey said that the Omega Psi Phi brothers run the radio. In all respect to my Omega Psi Phi brothers, the late great Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad was a member of Omega Psi Phi, so I'm not going to reduce the Omegas down to 3 men. We're going to keep this about Steve, DL, and Rickey. Okay? I want a debate. D.L. Hughley, will you debate me on your radio? Steve Harvey, will you debate me on your radio? Rickey Smiley, will you debate me? I'll debate all of you separately or all 3 of you together. Since y'all run Black radio and I run Black consciousness, it's only right we have a clash of kings. Y'all called the kings of comedy, right? Let's call it the Kings of Comedy versus King Kong consciousness. I'm ready right now. Intellectual Tunde is ready right now.
Johnson would call this debate the Kings of Comedy versus King Kong consciousness, offering to debate the 4 figures separately or as a group. On Johnson's own Instagram, the comments were extremely supportive, with many stating Johnson would win the potential debate against the legendary comedians. Now, aside from Harvey, D.L. Hughley would also respond to Johnson's claims via Instagram. After hearing Johnson's challenge, Hughley would write, "Bet, why don't we televise it live from the cafeteria of your school? After the kids have all had lunch provided free of charge, wearing free uniforms, provided through all the donations you've taken in for years. Dr. Doolittle, this ain't what you want." In addition to that post, Hughley would also post a still from an older Dr. Umar interview with Vlad TV. The headline of the video read, "Dr. Umar Johnson took donations for school 7 years ago, still hasn't opened." Hughley's caption on the post, "That Dr. Umar school is sounding very Trump University-ish. Any longer, and he's gonna need to start mailing out refunds and diplomas." Of course, Trump University would be in reference to the real estate training program that was run by the Trump organization, but would become defunct in 2011 after multiple investigations, lawsuits, and student complaints. One social media user in Hughley's comment would write, "Let's stay focused, everyone. We don't have time for this." While another social media user would write, "Umar don't speak for me. His delivery is so juvenile and aggressive sometimes. So in the midst of the most important election for us, baiting his own people to a debate is what he thought to do? Debate MAGA, Umar." So, what do you guys think of Dr. Umar Johnson challenging Steve Harvey, Rickey Smiley, D.L. Hughley, and Roland Martin to a public debate? Should they accept? Why or why not? Let us know in the comments below. Stay up to date with the latest news and comedy by subscribing here to our YouTube channel. Check out Hypers Club for all your cool and original merchandise and content. And for our YouTube viewers, if you like this story, send us a super thanks by hitting the button below, and you can tip us what you want to show your support. Reporting live from Hyper Clubhouse in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson.
Did y'all enjoy that? We got so much more for you at hypersclub.com. Our exclusive interviews and backstage content gives you the chance to feel a part of the club. Come on and join.